What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
We're
It's another
back.
Wednesday over here at Shelby's World Podcast, and we are live. We're ready to talk. What's going on, Queen?
Chilling Queen. It's Wednesday, hustle day, Wednesday, y'all. Come on now. Look, we at this matter of fact, is this the last Wednesday of the month? Or do we have one more Wednesday?
I think we have one more.
We may have
We got
one
one more.
more.
That's the 30th.
But we at the
Just
end,
one
y'all.
more.
We
are at the end of the June journey.
Hey, y'all ready for these next 6 months? Are you ready for these next truly 6 months? Like,
it's about to be popping.
It is. Like, it's been amazing though. These last 6 months, it has been very amazing. Like, a lot going on, but hey, I'm enjoying it.
If it ain't going on, then we ain't doing nothing.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So, I see both of us in our natural today.
Yeah, it's all natural
element. For the natural queens today, baby. One time for the natural queens today. Y'all see it. Y'all see Queen Shell over there. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
We're in our natural elements today, y'all. What's up? What's popping, y'all? We are back. We are live. We are ready. We got the summer promo tour in full effect. So shout out to Queen C. She will be in the Fort Meade area this Saturday, Sunday. She'll be Queen. I'm gonna let you tell them about it in a minute. As soon as we go ahead and do our intros. Okay. And stuff. But Queen will be in the Kissimmee area for the second installment of the promo tour. So y'all get with it or get left. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna try to stay up. We're gonna try to keep up. Because we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on. Other than that, welcome to Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, June 23rd. It's another beautiful day in the capital city. It didn't rain as much as I thought it was today, so it turned out to be nicer than what it was yesterday. Yesterday kicked our ass. If you had to be out in the weather yesterday, I hope everybody drove safely and there wasn't as many accidents in the city because people in Tallahassee know how to drive because of the kids that come here to drive, the students, none of the people don't know how to drive. So
yeah, and then some of them from big cities too. So they used to that type of drive.
Yeah, and it's not like that here. So you got to get with the program because this is where you are.
You just in Tallahassee.
That's it.
We ain't got no major freeways or nothing. I-10 way on the other side of Thomasville Road.
I'm telling you, you ain't got to worry about that. So just chill.
Take your time.
Especially when it's raining.
Yeah,
please take your time.
But Queen, you know what? I was just talking to somebody. I was talking to Siobhan about that. I used to be able to get across town in 15 minutes. Now it's taking you 30 minutes to get from where I'm at to Thomasville Road or Tennessee Street now. Tallahassee used to be able to get through traffic like nothing. You can't get it. It's a lot of people living here now.
Yes, a lot of people here, and then between the diversity of drivers, amount of people we have here, a lot of construction going on in the city. It's a lot going on in the city, man. And for this to be, a small city, we keep a lot of bullshit going on. So, that's that.
A lot.
So it is taking a little longer. And you're right. I remember. I mean, depending on the time of the day, you could probably still get some places between 17 minutes, depending on the time of the day. But if you in that early morning traffic, if you in that noon traffic, and you in that evening traffic at 5 to 6:30, you stuck out there.
It's go through the little back ways you used to take no more.
Yeah, the back ways are all detour routes now because all the main ways that got the stuff worked on, the streets that's being worked on, they sending them down the back roads.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We just got to get through it like we got to get through everything else. But y'all, today we got an interesting show for y'all. It's Freestyle Wednesday. I love a Freestyle Wednesday because we talk our shit on Freestyle Wednesdays. Like we don't direct anything to a particular topic. So we got like the quote and the facts gonna always linger together. But the topics, they be off, period. They be off brand. So, we don't ever jump on this. We don't use the same realm of discussion for the topics for the day. And today we got some interesting topics. I'm gonna tell y'all the topics real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into the quote and get the show started for the day. Our topics today gonna be fucking and repercussions. And the semicolon to that is, are we fucking or what? The second
Oh my God, Shelby, look. Stop, boo. Stop it. Stop. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some funk in it.
Queen, I left the screen over y'all.
Look, I had to get my phone, so I ain't want to be getting up and standing up and stuff like that. I had to get my other phone, because see, this finna be interesting.
I mean, so
interesting.
That's topic number one. Topic number two, why people are no longer complacent. It used to be a time. Well, we're not even going to talk about what it used to be a time. We're just going to tell you that topic number two is why people are no longer being complacent. And if we get to topic number three, we'll get to it. But if not, I don't really give a damn. Topic number three is Kevin Samuels, the man's man. That's what we got for y'all today.
Kevin Samuels.
Show started. Yeah. Let's get this darn show started, y'all. So we gonna we got our quote of the day, Queen. Before we do the quote, go ahead and tell us about our sponsors, Queen. About our sponsors, boo.
Shelby, we have Shelby's Bistro is one of our sponsors. Shelby's Bistro with all that good and delicious food that she cooks. Make sure you check out Shelby's Bistro on IG for all your events that you need to be catered to throughout this summer and throughout 2021. Shelby's Bistro on IG. All her information is on her IG page. So go over there on IG, and if you're not following her, go follow her now. And big ups to J2 Couture. Make sure you check out J2 Couture on Facebook, IG, and at j2couture.com for all your beauty needs, hair, makeup, all of that. And if you need any fashion tips, J2 Couture can help you with that also. Just believe it. So check out J2 Couture on Facebook and IG, or at their website at j2couture.com. Big ups to our Freedom Train podcast founders, Joe and Pat. Make sure you go to Freedom Train Network and follow all the podcast family.
That's right.
Follow all of us, because all the shows on there are good. Trust and believe it. Now, find out some nice, good information too, especially with Pat. Pat and Joe. Yeah. With that music, most definitely. And you already know you got us two queens over here. We give it to you raw, down, dirty, all that. And we got Clifford. Make sure you check out Clifford. Yeah, Clifford show as well. So and Clifford have a show every day.
Yeah.
So make sure you go to Freedom Train Network and check out all us podcasters. But before you do anything, you best to make sure you go hit that Shelby's World button and subscribe somewhere down here at the bottom on YouTube, and go hit follow on IG. You don't want to miss none of these shows that we got going on. Cause see this, look here, this tour here, baby, it's on and popping. Y'all better get with the program. Y'all missing out.
Hit that bell.
Hit that bell, hit that button. Tell your friends, tell your mama, your baby daddy, his girlfriend, his mama, daddy, all that. Tell them all to go follow Shelby's World Podcast on IG, and also follow us on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate you.
So yes, as Queen just said, we got that tour going. We on a good summer promo tour, and we've already been to the city of Tampa, and now we're heading over to Fort Meade, the Kissimmee area. Queen is going to be a vendor on Saturday, and then on Sunday she'll be a podcast. She'll be doing podcast opportunities and interviews as well as on Saturday as well. But you know that'll be her day that she's mingling and mixing with the people. Queen, tell them a little bit about what you're gonna be doing when you're in the.
Well, on Saturday, I will be interviewing Cleo's Breakfast and Brunch Bar. The women of Cleo's. Look, y'all, these people, they family and friends. They didn't literally open a whole restaurant in the middle of the pandemic. So I can't wait to really interview them, talk to them. And it was just a dream of one of the owner's mom that passed, and Cleo was her name, so they named it after her. And just family got together, decided to start this business. So I'll be doing that. I'll be talking to some other people, but the biggest event is a 2-day weekend event from my cousin, which is her boutique is Fats Plush Boutique on IG. And this is her third one in our hometown of Fort Meade, Florida. It's gonna be big. Saturday is the Vibe and Shop. It's over 20 vendors that's gonna be there. A couple of food trucks, a DJ, music, food. So if you in that Polk County area, surrounding area, Tampa, Fort Meade, Lakeland, Bartow, all of that, man, just come. You know, even Orlando, you ain't nothing but 45 minutes away. Come check us out. It's free. It's gonna be good. Sunday event is a women empowerment event, and Saturday event is for everybody, men, women, everybody. Anybody can come. But Sunday is tickets only. I think she had like 5 tickets left that you can actually purchase from fatsplushboutique.com. And I think that's going to be powerful. She has 3 guest speakers. So I know one of them has been through some sickness. So she's going to be telling her story and how she has been healed and overcome. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And really, look, like I say, this is my hometown. So they waiting on me. I'm waiting on them. And I just can't wait because it's going to be fun. It's always fun when I go back home. So I'm ready to see everybody. They ready to be interviewed and everything. So it's going to be exciting. And we're going to welcome them to Sherwood's World Podcast.
That's right. We're going to bring them in and allow them to get the promotion opportunities that everybody is going to get while they're on this promo tour and interacting with us. This is to me, this is an astounding opportunity for us as well as the people who we're able to touch and connect with. So I'm ready for Queen to go do her thing. Like I told her, you know, start kicking it off in Tampa was very extraordinary. The feedback, the momentum, the encouragement, the motivation, the things you get to see when you're dealing with other business owners, just set the standard, just completely set the standard and let me know that this was going to be a pivoting opportunity for us. So I'm looking forward to hearing all the wonderful things that go on tour for stop number 2. Y'all look forward to stop number 3 because we'll be on that one in July. So stay tuned. Just stay tuned because you don't want, if you miss it, you miss it.
Yeah.
Only thing you can do now is
just catch the replay.
And catch the memories in the replay. But you know, stay tuned. So our quote of the day is courage is not having the strength to go on, is going on when you don't have the strength. That's our quote. And that's by picturequotes.com. Courage is not having the strength to go on, is going on when you don't have the strength. What you think about that, Queen?
That's powerful. When you don't have the strength to go on, you continue to move.
Yeah.
Because you know in the back of your mind, if I stop, it can be damaging. Mm-hmm. But if I continue to get to where I'm trying to go, eventually you will get there.
Yeah.
And we all look, we business owners. We don't be having the courage sometimes. Sometimes we be wanting to really just throw in the towel. Really throw it in. But we know this is what we want. This is what we didn't ask for. And we know we got to continue to move forward.
Yes. And that's powerful anyway. But what I learned about one thing is the narrative of having strength is being people are starting to take away the value of strength by saying everybody don't have to be strong. And sometimes it's okay not to be strong. I'm totally in agreement with that. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that there'll be days that you wake up and just be like, you know what, I do not have the energy today to put up with any of this. And that's fine. But I do think that the being looked at as a strong person isn't something we should take as, oh, I don't want to be strong today. I don't want. That's not what when a person. I think we're taking the definition these days of strength because they're changing everything. They're trying to make everything look like it's such a negative thing. It's okay, definitely okay, not to feel strong each day. I don't think that anybody should get up on the side of their bed every day and feel like they got to be strong every single day. No. I don't think anybody should feel that way. But I do believe
that's impossible.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible. Before we begin trying to change the narrative of what a strong person is, nobody was doing the inevitable of being strong every day. Nobody. That's not something we have to tell each other or tell ourselves. We shouldn't even make it a complaint to feel weak one day. Shouldn't even be an issue. But because I think that when people have taken the terminology of you got to be strong and you got to be strong every day, you're supposed to be strong. You got to be strong. I think people have taken that into a negative direction because I don't think anybody expects anybody to be strong every single day of their life. I just do not believe that. So as I listen to everybody's dialect on why they say, they're saying y'all got to start downplaying or saying that it's okay to take your time and not be strong. We already know that. Why is that? Like that's like walking into somebody's house and they got live, laugh, love. A bitch ain't. If a person got to be reminded to live, laugh, and love.
Yeah.
Only way I feel like those things that should be daily reminders is if you're going through a depressive state of mind. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have little notes around your house that give you, reminders of, laugh today, smile today, things like that. Because depression is real. I do not think that a person, I don't think until now that we're pointing out the fact that, I shouldn't be strong. I shouldn't have to worry about being strong every day. I don't think until now that people are starting to say, you shouldn't have to be strong every day, is why people are starting to feel like they got to say it more often. Because you should have already known that you ain't got to be strong every day.
And you ain't going to be strong every day.
It's inevitably be impossible.
Yeah, like you're not going to be strong every day. Some days I might sit in my room and just fucking want to cry.
But who said,
what's wrong with that?
My thing is this though, who said that what you do every day of your life in living has to be called strength? Why is it not just living? You just doing normal shit. That's just life. Like I'm not strong because I get up and take care of my kids every day. That don't make me fucking strong, queen.
Look, that's your job.
That's my job.
That's your job. Girl, you strong because you handling them kids. Well, who else gonna handle?
Man, who the fuck else job is it? We want pats on the back for things we don't have to get pats on the back for. That's all I'm saying. That's my reason for projectifying the fact that people are really on this. They starting to post about that more and say like, so when a person say they strong, it's a problem now. Bitch, I'm strong. If I'm strong, I'm strong. If I've endured some things I didn't want to endure and I got through it, I'm a little stronger than I was than I had to be the day before. It's just that simple. If I'm strong, I'm strong. But I think a lot of people are taking the message out of context. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that. So I think that, to me, that's why this quote stood out when I was, writing up the show last week about courage. I was like, I wanted to do something based around courage and, facts on courage and being and the quotes on courage. But I wanted it to remind us that we don't have to even projectify being strong. If the things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis does not say you're strong. That's not something you should be standing up at a podium wanting praise for. You're doing your job.
People do though.
I see that.
People do. People want to be praised for a lot of stuff. For
bullshit.
A lot of stuff. Child, look, don't praise me. If you want to, thank you, appreciate it.
I got my kids,
but I can pat my own stuff on the back for what I didn't done.
Right, and and your children show you enough appreciation for that. So if you're doing a good job,
you might need to check
You need to check how you doing things because your deliverance to them might be an issue. So it may not always be.
Then you got some that's just ungrateful.
Yeah, exactly. But then that's again like, what are they being shown? Because I'm not going to tell a kid every day I work my ass off to provide for you. You're going to know about what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like I should got to walk around my house every day to prove to you and tell you and remind you, hey, baby, these lights ain't free. This this water that you just got running in that kitchen while you sitting over here watching TV, I'm not going to do that every day because the first time I said it, if you ain't take that into consideration, and the second time you just being ignorant and you going against me. So I'm gonna knock your ass out, and then we're gonna revisit this another time. But today you're gonna understand that if I told you the first time is a warning. It's a lesson in the first time. The second time is me trying to see if you got that damn warning. Because if not, I'm gonna knock your head off. I'm not about to sit up there and that's crazy. That's trying to prove what? That I'm strong for what? So I can show you, I dealt with a knucklehead ass kid. No, I'm gonna knock that kid out and make them understand. Like, I know you got to talk to your children and all of that to get them, because I believe in all of that. I believe in conversation with my children, understanding their feelings and all of that. I'm good with that.
And let them speak how they, how they feeling. Some parents don't let the kids speak on how they feeling, but I think, they got feelings too. It's like I always tell my kids, it's a way that you approach the adult to let them know, okay,
what you want to say.
What you want to say. It's a way that you do it. Now you can't just be coming at me, well, Mom, you didn't. Hold up.
Yeah, because that ain't gonna work.
You might get cussed out.
Right. I'm still a parent. I still deserve respect. Because you want me to approach you in a certain way as a child. Like, even right now, like, I know my kids at an age to where when if I know if they done did something out of line just to do it out of line. That's a difference. Now, but if they done messed up on something, that's not something that was intentional, my approach is gonna be different. So I'm coming in with Jay, what happened? Or E, what happened with this right here? I'm very calm and all that. But when I know you done did something, y'all know you ain't up in the door, I'm kicking the door in. Boom, what y'all had going on with this right here? So, but it is still your approach, because most of the time, either regardless of the fact, your kids knowing how you are, you can read your kid whether or not they're being honest with you or they lying. And your approach is gonna dictate whether you're gonna get a lie or the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I know if I kick that door in and do things in a certain manner, I might get a lie. I know that. But I already
they trying to be quick on their feet with what they gonna say to you.
But
and because they
exactly. But they already been talked about it. But for the most part,
especially among siblings, because me and my brother, we was good at that. Like, my mom even say now with my kids, she was like, your kids remind me so much of you and your brother. She was like, cause you and Jerome, y'all heads be back there stuck together like y'all twins, and we back there conjugating something. And I used to be straight mad. My mom get on my brother. I used to be mad.
That's how Jada be. Don't talk. Don't get on Erica.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to be mad at her. One of us get in trouble. We looking at her real crazy. Like, Nita, you don't show my mind.
Girl, I'm telling you, the way my children look at me when they upset. When I'm upset with one of them, the other one is she act like she want to fight. That's the look she giving. but she knows she ain't about to bust
That's the vibe she giving off, like.
But the vibe, and I'm letting her know, I don't give a damn how you over there looking short. You ain't finna do nothing. What you want to do? Because like,
sister, Mom, you didn't mess with my sister.
And I tell Jay that all the time, like, Jay, you gotta just chill though, because if she did something and I'm fussing at her, that's something she did. That's serious. You gotta let me handle that. You can't.
The kids don't care. They don't care.
What do you go in the room? Because I don't want to look
at Zoe do. Zoe, she really don't say nothing. She just sit back and be looking.
Yeah, and that's how
she would try to tell Rashad, like, nah, Rashad, like,
Jay.
Come on, like you know. But other than that, Zoe just be like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm finna go in the room, cause see, and both of them do each other like that. I'm yelling at one, the other one be like, that one church finger.
Yep.
Let me go. But that's good to know too, cause that lets you know, both of us know that our kid and the bond that they have amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna let nobody. Yeah, they ain't gonna let nobody bother them. They don't care who you are. Now, one thing about Zoe, when my niece stayed here, it was some happened at the school, and my niece was like, but Zoe ain't take up for me. And Zoe was like, look, I've been knowing these people longer than you, and I can't take up for you if you in the wrong. And she just like, if you in the wrong, and that's just Zoe. Zoe tell you wrong, I'm gonna tell you wrong, and I can't take up for you if you in the wrong, because you was dead wrong with what you did. And my niece was upset with Zoe. Zoe was like, so you just upset? I don't care. Like, but you was wrong. And I was just like, well, Zoe, you know, that's how you feel. I know me, I would have just wanted to tuck up for my cousin anyway, even if her ass was wrong or not wrong.
But you know, kids not like, a lot of times nobody don't want to be. I like her morality issue with it. Like, you know, she good on morale. Like, you know. But I probably would have handled a little different too. In front of the people, I probably would have took up for him. But after we'd have got out of trouble, I'm like, listen, you ever try me like that again, and I don't believe in that, you on your own. This won't happen again. You know what I'm saying? It's what, because you really trying to get them a message. You trying to let give them a lesson in the same token. But sometimes we just don't know our delivery on it. But if she felt that way, she felt that way. Ain't nothing nobody can do about that.
Because right is right. She like, right is right, wrong is wrong. I tell people that all the time. I don't care if you my mama. If you wrong, she wrong. Period. No matter what age you are, if you right, you right. If you wrong, you wrong. I tell my patients that all the time. Yeah. Tell my patient that all the time. He said something that was racist. And I was like, you wrong as hell for that. I was like, you can't say that some Mexican stole something because they was down the street working. You can't say that. I say you wrong for that. And I tell him all the time. Now, one of the his stepdaughters, she don't like that I talk to him like that. But his kids like, well, shoot, him and Candace got that understanding. Candace say what she need to say to him and put him in his place. And that's just what it is. But me and him developed that understanding when I first started with him, because I knew what type of person he was anyway. Look, you're a wealthy, rich, old Southern white man from Quincy. I already know what time it is. So if you say something that I don't like, I'm going to say something to you about it in a respectful way. And I told him, if I say something that offend you, I need you to say something to me in a respectful way. We just need to have this understanding. And me and him, we have that understanding. So when he says something off the wall, I put him in his place. You wrong.
And that's that.
You wrong. You dead wrong for that.
Because somebody got to correct you. It's too many people that looked over it.
Yeah. That part. And he always, just being around him the 3 years that I've been working with him, he always been the one in control. Big guy, heavy voice, damn near intimidate somebody. You know what I'm saying? That don't know him. But I was like, who you supposed to look? Who you supposed to be?
Who you talking to?
Me? Like, you better go sit
No
down.
fear, sir. No fear.
No fear. No, and that's probably why he liked me so much too, because I be telling him what's on my mind. He don't be wanting nobody else. Me and the girl Sherry, and she Italian. We just tell him how it is, and he just be like, he just shake his head and be like, all right, that be it. But hey, some people you could talk to, some you just
you can't.
Yeah.
It's really just that. It really is.
Ain't nothing you can do about it because you can't change nobody.
Nope.
You can't change nobody. And I really don't want to.
No, oh nah. I don't really got no drive to. Our second quote of the day comes from Miss Irene Edwards, and it's, "You must find the courage to leave the table if respect is no longer being served."
Deuces. Some of y'all out here listening really need to do what that quote told you to do, because you've been to the table too long. You're not appreciative.
They ain't even been served.
The people they don't really want you there at the table with them. And sometimes because when you move from that table, trust me, it's a better table.
Yeah,
the one that's for you.
Especially if you're preparing the table yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you must find the courage to leave the table if respect is no longer being served. Once respect gets up and walk away from the table, and it take a while for some people to learn. We're not perfect people. A lot of us feel like the way people are with us can be changed, and if they don't do the changing themselves, and all you're doing is hoping for change, move on.
Or you think you can change them?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. So just move on. Like,
I can change him. I can change him, girl. Girl, please.
And it is hard to move on from certain issues. It is hard to just walk away from certain issues. But I'm one of those people who believe in preparation. You can always start preparing yourself. It doesn't always have to be an immediate fix. Preparation is key.
As my kids, grandma used to say, P. White. She always say, Candace, you got to ease your hand out the lion's mouth. Talking about her son, not talking to me. You got to ease your hand out the lion's mouth when you ready. You just can't snatch it out. Mm-hmm. You got to go real slow. Get what you need and ease it right on up from out of there. I was like, you right, P. White. Thank you. Juanita told me the same thing too, but appreciate you. And that's true. You got to, like you say, you got to prepare yourself for those steps for you trying to move.
Yeah, everything can't just be everything is not instant. Even because even if you can instantly leave the situation, that doesn't mean you physically left, but your mind is not. So sometimes you got to prepare your mind. A lot of your instability comes from staying in situations too long because your mind is stuck there. You got to get your mind away from certain situations before you could just jump out there and go on. So just taking your time with certain issues. And as Candy just stated, ease your hand out the lion's mouth. Don't do it. Don't do it abruptly, because he gonna wake up and bite that bitch.
And then you'll be there for some more months and years.
Because you gotta heal. Yeah. You gotta heal now.
Yeah.
So so we're gonna talk about fucking and repercussions. Our resident goddamn Stig, our resident guest that normally be on the show, he was gonna come on with us today. We had a meeting, so
Stig was good. I would love to hear his answer.
He told me, "Oh Lord, ain't gonna be on the show today," because I told him, I was like, "We got this on the show." He was like, "Oh man, this is what y'all gonna be talking about." And I told him, he told me, "Oh Lord, I needed to be on that show." And so but the fucking and repercussions thing, the topic came because it's so many people no longer want to live by title, and nobody wants to be attached to titles anymore. And I started thinking, titles. If you're not with titles, but you're doing all the things that titles allow,
they just don't want to be titled with you. That's what it is. That's all it is. They don't want to be titled with you because really they waiting on the next, the person they really want. That's who they waiting for. They just don't want to be titled with you. That's all it is.
And even if they don't want to be titled with you, and then they don't want to be titled with the next person. What if they just, people that just like to fucking, fucking move on?
That just don't want to be.
They don't want to be tied down.
He was like, he just want to be single. He was like, he didn't been married before. He was like, I done been through some effed up relationships after the marriage. Somebody was dealing with somebody else, and he found out, and he just like, I just want to be single. I don't want to be with nobody. I want to be able to do me, do what I want to do. I don't have to answer to nobody, nothing like that. I'm like, well, if that's what you want to do, that's what you do. And it ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. But the safety of these issues, the safety comes in to play. But even if you're safe about it, people don't realize that feelings come at some point. And not all the time, because a lot of people they really know how to set themselves up for not dealing with relationships. So once you get that in your mind, you can deal with it, you can move on, you ain't got to worry about that. You can just just go on and do the little sex thing and just move on. But for the most part, a lot of people do not know how to say, this is what it is, I'm accepting it for this and that's that. No, some people want to hold on to things. Now, so the question of the day is, is there repercussions when it comes to just fucking? Queen, what you think?
It just depends on the people. Cause see, you might have an understanding this just what it is, and that other person,
even if y'all stand it up front,
you can't be around here whining and dining motherfuckers like y'all in a full-blown relationship, and then you don't want no relationship. That what you just can't be doing that. You right here, baby this, boo this, and all of this stuff, whining and dining, doing all this type of stuff, but you just want to be effing somebody. Man, look here. Let's go ahead and get this established at the beginning and going on about our business if this is what it's going to be. But you need to let people know this is what you want at the beginning of the relationship. Don't be waiting once y'all get good into it, some months into it, and you like, nah, this ain't what I want. Nah, establish this at the beginning. Look, this is just a sex thing. This is all we doing. Now, it may flip that both of y'all end up wanting to be with each other. Look, I'm gonna talk about myself when I was in my 20s. And I'm a relationship person. Always have been. Like, if I'm with somebody, I'm with them. I'm for you. I've always been in a relationship. I've been single, but when I'm with somebody, and I ain't been with that too many people, but me and this particular person, we 22 after me and Zoe, them dad broke up, 22, 23. Just friends. And it started off like that, but he ended up catching feelings. Like, he ended up catching, and I was fine with that, because after I realized that he caught the feelings, then my feelings started changing. Mm-hmm. But my mindset before I knew that his feelings started changing was like, this is just what it is. He was the only person. Look, that was the person that I slept with. I wouldn't sleep with nobody else. I just never been a person to be sleeping with 2, 3, 4 people. Right. It got to be one. It just got to be one. If me and you just dating, then I tell people the word dating is not always somebody sleeping with somebody.
Right.
Dating, you might just be dating, going out on dates just to get to know each other with no sexual contact, period. You may kiss or something like that, but intercourse, nothing like that. But when I found out that his feelings started changing and he really was into me, like, I can be in a relationship with you, then my feelings started changing.
Right.
But it don't work like that with everybody.
Right.
It don't work like that. So you got to know at the beginning, you need to say what this is, and go ahead and be honest at the beginning. Once you be honest at the beginning, then people know how to handle it. And then if your feelings start to change, or both of y'all feelings start to change, and y'all feel like y'all want to take this thing actually being a couple with the titles, then that's what it is. But you got to be honest with people at the beginning. You got to be honest with people at the beginning.
Right.
I just want to sleep with you. I don't want nothing.
It's a lot of people that are dead honest up front. And a lot, and
but that go back to that changing part. People think they can change people's mind.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the part that they don't understand. You can't, if a person, some people just have that mindset to where that's all they want. You can't change that because they've been doing that for a minute.
Yeah.
You can't just come in and say, oh, I know I can change this. No, you can't.
I ain't trying to change nobody, baby. When you change for Candace, I want you to change because you want to change on your own for me. Like, period. And same way, vice versa. You can't change. You can't change people. People can't change, but people have to change in their own mindset and in their own time.
Right.
It ain't. They ain't gonna change because you want them to change. That just ain't gonna work.
And a lot of times, you know, people don't understand that if you're trying to make the situation work in the capacity that y'all set it up in, it'll last more that way instead of trying to make it be something that it wasn't originally planned to be. If you guys, and what I mean by that is a lot of times things happen just on a whim. So if y'all, even if y'all not planning to be together and y'all start being together.
Cause me and that person, we wasn't together, but everybody that knew us, from his homeboys that I met, and you know, my friends, they thought we was together. They was like literally thought we was like, man, that's your old lady, like that's your girl.
Because of y'all relationship, the way y'all
and we was together all the time. Monday, 7 days a week, baby. Look, I get off work on Friday. I'm to his house, and I always was to his house. That's probably what I liked about it, because he went to my house. I went to his house, like pack my bag, and I'm gone.
Yeah,
I don't come back home till Monday. May come. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody thought that we was actually like a couple, and if you seen us around each other and how we was, I think if I was looking on the person on the outside looking in, I would have probably thought the same thing too, because that's just how much time like we spent together. But we never established that we was, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend. We was just at the word dating. We was really just dating each other, getting to know each other. But it went on for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Over a year. But he was the only person that I would talk to. And I'm just that type of person. I can't talk to 2-3 people. Look, I just never been that type. Tried it once. That shit ain't work. It's too much. It's too much.
She ain't got that player in her.
I ain't got that player. But baby, don't test me. Don't. But I just like to be with that one person.
Right.
And if that one person,
it ain't. I like that. I'm more of a relationship gal too.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if I ain't in a relationship, I'm just really not. I'm chilling. Completely.
Yeah. And see that after that happened, that situation happened in my 20s. That's what I was just like, no, I can't go through that. I can't go through that again. Like, I just got to be just by myself, or either I'm actually with you.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, because I had another one like that though. And he really wanted to be in a relationship. He was old. He was a lot older than me, though. I wasn't number 20, like 22. Look, I'm telling all my business.
All of it.
I like 22. He was like 30, nice looking, established, everything. But I'm thinking about baby daddy over here, high school sweetheart, that we gonna get back together and be forever and all of that. But that one there, sometimes you be like the one that you let get away, but really I can't say that was the one that I let get away because I ended up marrying somebody else.
Right.
Anyway, shout out to Queen. Shout out to King T. So it's just like, but that one there was established. I would have been well taken care of. But I was 22 years old.
It wasn't in the cards for you then because you didn't realize even what to do with a man like that.
Not at all.
You know.
I don't know why my phone. You can hear me, Queen.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Every time my phone, somebody beep in my phone, right? It go down like that.
You went real low at one point, but you came right back.
But yeah, so it's just establish what you're gonna be at the beginning. And if you start having feelings for each other,
when you see, right? I was just gonna say that when you see things starting to change within the person, you can tell because
you can feel it.
You can tell. Like if a person is starting to have feelings for you, and you know that you just want to just be fucking, that might not be. You might need to go ahead and just approach them with the situation. Don't just turn your back completely because that's when you create that stalker shit. So just approach the situation with grace and mercy. And you know, if you see that they're being different and you notice their feelings are changing and they're showing you more of, hey, I want to be with you type of attitude. No, because this is what happens. Like, these people are in relationships, right? And then they're having their side pieces. And then when the relationship ends, the side piece go away. And these men think that, oh, the side piece is gonna stay. No, she's not.
You got some dummies out there that do.
And they do. But for the most part, if it's a well-established side piece, trust me, she already in her bag. She ain't said that. So for the most part, she leaving the position. That she liked where she was. She did not want the star or the main role. When you get a side piece, they normally don't want to be the star. No, they don't want to play that role because they don't want to
look, as the old people say, the old ladies used to say, they don't want to clean your funky drawers.
No, not every goddamn day. No, she fine with seeing you on the weekends, honey, because she know you going home. I seen this.
She might got her another little sidekick.
Exactly. I seen this little video, little funny little video, and the man walked in and say, soon as you break up with your girlfriend, it's over between you and your side piece too. Somebody then she gonna ask, right? She gonna ask.
My kid's grandmother told me about a situation like that with one of her friends.
See,
somebody was dating this married man for years, and he decided to divorce. Him and his wife decided to go ahead and get a divorce because he had been dating this lady for years. And soon as he said that he's leaving his wife and finna go get a divorce, she left him. She was like, no.
Yeah.
Some people love the thrill about being that side.
If that's something, if you're serious about being a wife, you doing everything in your power to be a good wife. If you're serious about being somebody's person on the side, you doing everything in your power to be that person on the side. So the scale's not equal. That woman does not want that role. If she wanted that role, she'll be in a relationship. Do women or men not know that women choose these positions? Men choose these positions. Certain men want these positions so that they don't have to deal with or entertain you in any other capacity.
Yeah.
This is all I need from you.
This is what I want. I want you to come over every weekend. Give me that. Cook me dinner, and we make and go out. We may, but I'm good just staying. I'm good just staying home. Now my homeboy told me that, say a girl that he was there. He told me I was trying to figure out of the 2 years that we was dating, messing around, she never wanted to go out. She had a nigga.
She had a whole nigga.
A whole nigga. I said, well, he talking about I was trying to figure out how she had a whole nigga because she was at my house at least 4 days out the week. I said because he must was working overnight, and them 4 days that he was working overnight, she was at your house, and them other 3 days he was home. She was home with him.
And everybody don't live together. Relationships nowadays, you're not always living with your significant other. These people like their own space. You know,
Yeah.
I like now that I like now, and you know, and I would hate for somebody to let me get comfortable for too long, but I like my space.
Yeah. And the older and then the older you get, you don't be having time for all of that. You come and interrupting what I got going on, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna
We
work
got
at
peace
all.
and quiet over here before 8 o'clock and after 8.
Lights is off.
My
Porch
kids,
lights off.
I got 2 children that's on their way out the door. They heading to college. So, you know, if you know, my type of lifestyle is going to be very, very chill beyond the fact that I'm going to be doing some trips, taking trips, but I don't want at this point, you know, I think that there's going to definitely be a guy that decides that, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take Shelby back off the market. I believe that. I do. Trust me, I do. But at this juncture, I just want to I'm at peace with the children. I'm at peace with myself. I want to get them off to school. I want to get them. So, you know, a fuck every now and then might be way more equitable for me than
what you say, Queen? Every now and then.
Every now and then. Not every day. Every now and then. Because every day become a
Boom.
man.
Come
that
on over here.
Yeah, you know, because every day start to become your people. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's true.
But equitable, that's an equitable type partnership. And you know, and at some point that's what you need to make you to satisfy you just being where you want to be in your life at that point, being tied down for everybody. So I do understand the are we fucking or what situation, but I do want everybody to realize that repercussions come with everything. Everything.
It
So
does.
even though people say up front that they're not interested in relationships, they don't want this, they don't want that. Normally, those people are the ones that end up turning around, falling in love. Them same ones.
Yeah. And the one that they let get away, that's the one they be wishing that, like, man, I let that one get away. But it be sometimes it be a little too late.
Yeah, it'd be a little too late.
It'd be a little too late because you sit back and think about some stuff, especially when it's a good one. Good man. Y'all got some good men out here too.
It's some good men. It's some real
good men out here. Because I be hearing people, ain't no good men out here. You just ain't felt up on that one that's a good man.
Because it may not be a good man for you. You may already pass
that part. You might need to change some stuff that you got going on.
Or you may have, or he already maybe not slipped through your fingers because you was like, ain't no good man out here, and that one passed.
You know, me and my brother had this conversation. And we just talking about chicks in general. And he was like, you know, chicks always be talking about payday bills, payday bills. They first see you. Don't be trying to holler at me if you coming over here, you need to know how to pay some bills. Hold up. I was like, man, look here. I don't like chicks that be talking about they want to pay their bills. Man, pay your own bills. I tell my son 15, baby, look here, you ain't obligated to pay nobody bills. Not even your mama's. Because I'm grown, I need to be paying my own bills. You ain't obligated to pay no chick. If you want, unless she got your last name, you take care of her. But if she ain't carrying your last name, you don't need to be taking care of nobody. Now, if you want to, you can. But I just need you to know that you're not obligated.
It's not an obligation. That's the point. The point is it's not an obligation. What you decide to do with your money for your woman is your business. However, you should not be in any relationship where somebody automatically telling you what she want, and it's a guarantee that every month you doing this, and this, and this, and this, and you
got the bill. You got bills.
No, you got your own shit going on. And I don't want any man or woman to ever feel obligated to a man when y'all not even like at this point when we dating.
Why
I have no obligations to you. We dating.
That's it.
We don't have last name sharing. We don't have any of that. And especially if those are your goals. If your goal is to be in a relationship, in love with someone, doing this and this and that, don't get caught up in this fantasy life of BS where this man is owed you anything or this woman is owed you anything. If you take her out to dinner, she don't have to fuck you. If get in a relationship with you, he's not obligated to pay all your rent. No.
And then and you want somebody to pay your bills. See, that comes with a whole other bunch of set of problems. Controlling problems at one.
Yeah, that's one thing I ain't finna even deal with.
You ain't finna be, because then see, you paying my rent or helping me pay my rent, then you gonna want a key. And I might not want to give your ass a key. I might want you to be calling me when you standing outside my door. Look, or you calling me, I'm on my way. But I might not want to give you a key.
Listen, I'm not playing no games like that with people these days. I'm not. I'm just not doing it.
I don't think I ever had any. You know what? Nobody ain't never had no key that I was dating to my house. You need to call. But that go back. I was always going to their house. It was just somebody. I just want with you coming to my house.
You going to their house, queen.
Look, so I guess I was the man. I guess I was the male in this situation. I'm coming to your house, baby. Look,
and it is what it is.
Nah.
And it is
only a few. Only a few. Because when I want to get up and leave, I can get up and leave.
Correct.
Not you getting up out my bed. Nah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't work for CJ. Let me get up out your bed.
That's why I always like. That's why I always just like having my own place. I'm always. And
when I left my mom them house, I was on my own. I've been on my own since. Even just dating. Even when me and Tony was just dating, I was telling my brother, I was like, man, people used to have shit to say like, man, you ain't helping, he ain't paying no bills. Look, he paid what I asked him to pay, but baby, I will pay my rent, my light bill, my car note, my insurance, take care of my children, and didn't really ask him to do anything. Cause see, the day that you decide that you want to get up and leave, guess what? Candace still can pay that car note, that rent, that light bill, that insurance.
And it should be the same thing on the other chain. Just like you're doing it, it should be the same for him. Anybody, when I walk into your life, what you have going on in your life should still be able to be manifested through yourself while I'm in your life. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to assist you and help you out of love, but there should not be a guarantee from me that you feel like this is an expectation. That's all I'm saying. Especially like I'm a giver, I'm a pleaser. So, you know, a lot of the things that I do because I'm either in love with you or I'm trying to make you fall in love with me. Either way, you know, something like that. So,
and a giver, people that give, they just give.
They just give.
That's just who you are.
That's just what it is. And because I'm genuine at what I do, I'm not expecting anything. You know what I'm saying? So I never ever look at it to where, oh my God, I'm overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, that's a difference. However, if these are things that I'm doing for you out of love, out of the fact that the richness of my heart, then you'll forever be happy with me. Because if you're doing the things that, if you're just making me smile, more than likely you might, you know, get one of the best meals of your life, some of the best sex of your life. You're gonna wake up happy in the morning because you might have a little breakfast and everything, and this all during the week. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that be like, I'm gonna cook for him on the weekend for breakfast, baby. When you love what you do and you're into what you're doing, you make sacrifices, and it's not, and it don't even feel like a sacrifice. It's just an act of love.
That's it.
When we talk about are we fucking or what, or are there repercussions to fucking, it stems us right in line to almost, and these topics were not created to blend together in no way, shape, form, or fashion. But why people are no longer being complacent is exactly the reason why I said what I said. When I'm doing something for you out of love, then it flows naturally. However, if you start changing up on me, people are no longer complacent. They're no longer complacent, Queen. People are getting into relationships with people, and if they're not happy with you, they're leaving these relationships.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's dealing with the BS anymore. Nobody's accepting just anything anymore. people have standards. Men especially have changed how they are allowing themselves to be treated in these situations. And I'm at a point where I'm like, bravo for no longer being complacent, but it's the capacity of how the lack of complacency is being taken. Yeah. Like a lot of people are, they're either being really, really harsh with it, and now being harsh is celebrated.
Girl, I mean, celebrate it.
Yeah.
Like it's the cool thing to do.
Right. Being harsh is celebrated. So because being harsh is celebrated, we know that, when certain people feel like you doing too much or you got something going on. Hey, Miss Jordan, how you doing?
That's my mama.
Hey, Miss Mom. Hey, Miss Juanita.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, girl. So we know that, complacency is something that's no longer what people are doing. And the fact of the matter is, women and men both are realizing where they stand and what the standard is that they have for themselves and what they want from other people. So they're no longer just accepting the bare minimum. If the bare minimum is if you're going to give me the bare minimum, I can just give that to myself.
Give it to myself, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
you got, but like we say, but you have to have that established at the beginning.
At the beginning,
you can't get 5 months into this thing and then now you want to establish.
But
something.
They can. But they can though. What if they decide at this point that I don't, at this level, like I thought I saw this with you, and I really don't.
That's true too, because you still getting to know each other.
Yeah.
But you got to let people. You have to let people know. Don't string people along. Let people know from the jump what you want, what you looking for, and if you know that that's not something that you looking for, that they telling you that they want, man, don't look. Go on about your business. Let them go on about their business, because really you stopping them from getting what they actually want.
Right. I agree.
Got to be straight up with people. That one thing I always tell people, especially, and that's anybody, male or female. Look, this what I want, but I'm still gonna be doing da 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 da. Hey, you either gonna be rolling with me, or you gonna go and go the other way. But be straight up with people at the beginning. You'll be surprised how many people are like, all right, we'll roll with this for now. But you just never know. But to each his own. To each his own.
Because you gotta, because for one, you gotta do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Number one. But a lot of times people don't even really know what makes them happy. They're just trying to follow the crowd or what they've been seeing everybody else do.
And stop watching these folks on these social media occasions, y'all, because
that's
some living that life, really living it, and some really not.
Yeah, that is not always the case. We've found out that a lot of the things that go on in the social media world is not always the case for people. It's not real life. So, complacency is a big thing. And the reason why we say it's a big thing, because people are no longer accepting it. I hear a lot of people always saying our relationships don't last as long as our grandparents' relationships anymore. Yeah. Nah. Because people know, because people ain't okay, because Leroy was horn back then and Gladys
Grandma was still there.
And Gladys knew and she knew. And she just said, well, I'm going to deal with it because I got 10 kids from Leroy.
And it's cheaper to keep her, and it's better to have a man than a piece of man than no man. Well, I tell people quick.
That's because
I don't want a piece. If I can't have the whole one, I don't want a piece of it. What you gonna give me half for? So Shelby, I'm gonna just take half of this screen and give it to Shelby, and I'm just gonna take the other half and just be sitting with like, that don't make
That's because more than likely, Queen Gladys wasn't working. Gladys was taking care of kids. Leroy was doing what he wanted to do. He had a whole nother family over there on the south side, and Gladys and them and his kids was over here on the north side. So, it'd be a lot. And now you don't have a lot of women that once they know about the other woman,
don't settle just to have a relationship. That's true.
That's very true. Don't settle just to have a relationship, because now you limit
you got to somebody. But
I ain't doing that.
But I don't know if it's a lot of people. Well, that still go on. Just so people just want to be in a relationship, so they settle for anything.
Yeah, they'll take whatever given to them.
Mm-hmm. He can be beating your butt upside the head, or she could be beating you upside the head, and vice versa. But just to say that you with somebody and you don't want to be by yourself. Well, I don't want to be alone, but you think it's okay for him to be slapping you around or for her to be slapping you across your head.
Complacency. And then, you know, even that's why I said, like, we got a lot of people getting away from it, but it's still a lot of people dealing with it, because a lot of people still stay in relationships because of the children, or because I don't want my kids to see mommy and daddy not together. Y'all putting on facades. Y'all living in a facade.
And those children, your children
you
feel that stuff. They see that. They see what's going on.
Yeah. They know exactly what's going on. And that's the saddest thing for them, is because you're forcing them to have to deal with something that's not right. You know you ain't loving what you got going on. The kids see the unhappiness in the streaks of rage, and you know them losing their youth because they having to be so afraid, you know, because of what they're seeing. And it doesn't get any easier. That stuff start to get worse. That don't be just normal. That's not a normal thing. We're not gonna start making violence and the neglectful stuff and the things, and targeting each other as partner, you know, being negative or negligent to each other as partners, a normal thing. We're not gonna ever conform domestic violence or emotional violence or any of that just as a normal. We're never gonna accept that. So, and as Ms. Juanita says, definitely you hit once, they'll hit again. Same thing as far as the hollering. They holler at you one time in front of the kids, they're gonna holler at you in front of the kids again. It's not gonna be something that's gonna get better. Those things get worse. So you know, don't get complacent. Don't fall into the same spots that you've already been in, and you feel like, okay, he gonna get better. You done been there for 5 years, and it's the same thing. Just chill, sweetie. It ain't getting better.
Get up and go pack your bags, but ease your hand out the lion's mouth.
That's as we said earlier. Take your time. Prepare. Never when you're in a situation where you were dependent on someone, and for one, stop being so eager to get in situations where you're dependent on somebody. For one,
you better depend on Jesus.
Stop looking for the easy way out. Number two, once you realize what you have in front of you, start making a plan.
Yeah.
And children do sense unhappiness. And Ms. Juanita says children sense unhappiness is not healthy for them. It affects them in many ways.
And that is true.
Very true.
That is definitely true.
Yes.
They be knowing. You think they don't be knowing, but they be knowing. They be paying. They pay more attention than you realize that they pay attention. Because I know how I was as a kid. We pay attention. You pay attention to a lot of stuff.
They know.
They know. They know. They know when you unhappy, and they know when they want their parents to be in a better situation.
They know when they don't want their parents to be together.
Yeah,
they know.
Yeah, they know. So you know, this world, it's your choice, though. It's your choice at the end of the day. Make good decisions, though.
And if you haven't been making good decisions, start making better ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of that comes from, you know, going to talk to somebody, getting a therapist, breathing in somebody else's ear, letting them hear what you got going on. Everything cannot be solved with self-love. Just FYI. So that's our show for today, though, guys. Queen, give them your wonderful good bump.
Y'all know it's Wednesday. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tune in next week. As I said earlier, subscribe wherever the little button is down here. And then go hit us on IG as well, and follow Shelby's World Podcast. We appreciate y'all. Do something nice for somebody. Man, stay encouraged. Speak those positive affirmations over your life. They do work when you speaking life into yourself, but don't always think about yourself. Speak life into others as well. So y'all know, long weekend that I got. I can't wait for y'all to see all the stuff that we're gonna be doing down there in Polk County this weekend. So just take care. Stay tuned. We'll talk to y'all next Wednesday, like we always do. You know, we everywhere. We on all the podcast stations.
You can't miss
everywhere.
You can't
literally.
Miss us. You can't
everywhere.
Miss
you cannot miss Shelby's World Podcast at all. But we appreciate y'all. And thanks for tuning in again on another Wednesday of Shelby's World Podcast. We appreciate y'all.
And as the quote today says, courage is not having the strength to go on, is going on when you don't have the strength to. So thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. We like you. Have all the courage you need to have going into any new feats. Take on many new things. Conquer as many things as you can in this lifetime, because we never know when our breath is going to be taken from our body. I love y'all. We like y'all. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Bye. Bye, Queen.
Bye, Queen.